Let's explore EPCOT. Hey everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to another live broadcast from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. It is a bright and sunny Saturday here at EPCOT. Currently 84 degrees, on the way up to 92. Clear skies, nice day. Today we are going to head over to Living with the Land to see if the wait time is still low, and then maybe end with a journey into imagination. Belkis, good morning to you. Thank you for being here and happy Saturday. Mark and Susan, good morning. Welcome to EPCOT. Elizabeth, Tanya, hello to you and happy Saturday. Julia from Colorado, hello to you. Hi Barbie, good morning, nice to see you. So I am back this week from D23, the Ultimate Fan event that took place in Anaheim, California last weekend, and it was amazing. Huge, big energy, big exhaustion, lots of walking, but lots of interesting news and updates from all around the Walt Disney Company, and just a pleasure to attend. Thanks to the nice folks at Disney Media Relations, and thanks to you because you watch and like and share. So two of the announcements made at D23 relate to EPCOT, at least two of them. One is that the attraction we are seeing straight ahead of us, Spaceship Earth, is going to be reimagined. Although they didn't really say when, but they did say that the focus will change from communication to connection, which I could see that. That's not a big jump. But the other big reveal at the end of the event was that Dreamfinder is returning together with Figment at Journey into Imagination. Much beloved character. Figment certainly gets lots of love in merchandise, and at Dreamfinder will be fun to see him back. So, exciting news. Larry, hello to you. Michelle, John, good to see you. Salver on YouTube, I am doing well this Saturday. I hope you are doing well also. Hi, Janet. So I'd love to hear if you tuned into some of the news at D23 and what was most interesting to you or exciting to you or unexpected for you. Melissa on YouTube, Burb Love, hello to you. Sandy, good morning from Chicago. Iona said missed last week because she was traveling. I hope your travels went well. Show 4 from D23 was humongous, with so many of the different areas of the Walt Disney Company presenting what they're up to. Disney Store, Hulu, ESPN, from every corner, and lots of partners, folks like Pandora or Loungefly or Spirit Jersey. So it was fun to see what all those folks were up to. Paul, good morning to you. Mary in St. Louis, going to be in EPCOT on Monday. Good for you. Jordan said D23 I missed the message. Sorry. Chris has 91 days to go. So in addition to the big EPCOT news about the return of Dreamfinder as well as the reimagining of Spaceship Earth, we got some updates on other areas like the Indiana Jones attraction, which will replace Dinosaur at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and the Encanto attraction and the Carousel in Tropical Americas. A bit more information regarding the second ride that's going to be in Cars Land at the Magic Kingdom, and a little bit more detail on Villains. John, I do have a cold. Still kind of recovering from a sniffy nose. Emily asked if I picked up any souvenirs at D23. Actually, I did do some shopping, but it was mostly for prizes for the Pin of the Month Club, getting some limited edition pins and other pins that I'll be sending out as monthly prizes in the months to come. So if you are a Pin of the Month Club subscriber, you're going to see lots of interesting prizes coming your way. Bill on YouTube asking about the weather. It is 84 on the way up to 94. Bruce said excited to see what happens with Tomorrowland at Disneyland. Yes, that was a very big announcement as well, so a lot of excitement around that. Hello Diane and Tracy. Julie, it is a very nice day here. It's warm, it's sunny, it's a good one. Hi Ruth says missed the Disney Fix last week. So I was at D23 in California. I did do a live broadcast, but it was just sort of at a random pop-up time later than usual, just because of the time zone change. But I'm glad I did have a chance to do it, and thanks to all of you who either watched it live or watched afterwards. Got a chance to get a little taste of what D23 is like. Mary Martin, good morning to you. Bill says, any news on the former Wonders of Life Pavilion here at EPCOT? Excellent question. Wonders of Life Pavilion is actually straight ahead of us, sometimes in its later incarnations known as a festival center, right beyond Guardians of the Galaxy and parked next door to Mission Space. No news. It's a very big facility. In the past years, there have been work on the exterior, probably to make sure it's well maintained, but no news on that one. There was a time when it was announced to be the new play pavilion, but like so many things, that plan got shook up with COVID. Janice, hello to you. Bill said, I always thought it was a very good festival center. It was a good spot for that. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, stand by, wait time minute for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, 60 minutes. Actually, not too bad. Today we're going to walk through World Celebration, World Nature, World Discovery just a little bit. We're going to make our way over to Living with the Land, which when I started the broadcast had just a 5-minute wait. I assume it's still relatively low. So we're going to go on Living with the Land, maybe wander a little bit with a plan to wrap up with Journey into Imagination in honor of Dreamfinder coming back. Don't know when, but exciting news. The crowd went wild. Neil Patrick Harris did a great job of portraying Dreamfinder in the closing of D23, so it was kind of fun. Christine, hello to you. Summertime and my phone knows how to be warm. So yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to see the screen. It dims to try to conserve heat, or I guess to dissipate heat, maybe a better way to say it. Belka says, can't wait till October. Robert, good morning to you in New Jersey. Hi, Keith. Says, loves the Neil Carousel of Progress bit. That was a lot of fun. You can tell he's an actual fan and or has people who do really good research for him, but I think he is a real fan. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, there were several times where he portrayed the father from the Carousel of Progress. Disney also announced the actress who will portray Mother's voice in the attraction, which is Jamie Lee Curtis, if I remember right. I don't remember the name of the gentleman who's going to be voicing the father, but Disney's definitely pouring a lot into the Carousel of Progress, which actually does my heart good. It's not something that I do every time I go to the park, but it is. It's a very special attraction, one that Walt worked on personally, and I think that it's a great sign that Disney understands how fans appreciate that attraction and how it deserves some attention, not just because of the history and what Walt did personally with the attraction and the innovation that it represented, but also because people have fond memories of it. I think Disney is seeing the trend that if they update existing attractions like Test Track or Big Thunder Mountain, that people will flock to them again. Gerald, hello to you. Bonnie, good morning. Herb Love, good to see you. Hi, Susan. Pat. I'm going to get a little bit of shade, so maybe I can see a bit more of the comments, as I'm not seeing a lot of them right now. But thank you for them. Joanne saw the Carousel of Progress at the New York World's Fair. Wow, good for you. You were a part of history, Disney history for sure. Linda says, looks wonderful today. Susan's up for some joy, drink-wise.
Come out here.
I am not going to get Beverly today. I've had my once-a-decade fill of that, so that's enough. I think I'm going to go for some royal stuff, which I've just spilled all over the place, but it will help my throat a little bit. I'm going to use that as my excuse for drinking sugary drinks right now. Paul said, good to new, but love to see the past as well. Yes, true. I think Disney always has to draw a fine line between making sure that they are doing new and innovative things for the current generations while keeping those of us in prior generations engaged and happy too. Herb Love said she would go to EPCOT just to drink Beverly. Good for you. Marie says, love watching the videos of Bob Gurr at D23. Bob Gurr, I hope when I'm his age I am half as spry as he is. The man is a Disney legend in all the senses of the word. Had a chance to sit in on the panel discussion with Walt Disney's granddaughter, who still had memories of being with her grandfather. And Bob Gurr was one of the speakers there, who used to work directly and personally with Walt. And so it was fun to hear his stories, and you could tell just from the emotion, the respect that he had for Walt the man. Herblove asked, do they still do the Celebration of Encanto stage show? I believe so. I was here not too long ago. Alice, hello to you in Cape May, New Jersey. Eric says, looks like another beautiful day at EPCOT. That it is. Alice, hello to you again. Beverly says, go every time. Look forward to the changes. Glad it was a great trip. Anna says, Bob Gurr is amazing. One thing I never really thought about with D23 is just the ability to see so many people who make Disney happen, but sometimes even just to be able to interact with them. So one of my favorite stories, even though I didn't say a word to the man, was I was in one of the Imagineering exhibits, and I looked next to me, and it's Tony Baxter, like just standing there talking to the person who's giving the tour guide, talking about his comments on a model for Pandora at Disneyland. It's like, hey, this is a Disney legend standing right next to me. I should have said something to him, but his handler was sort of giving off vibes that, like, please don't interrupt, we're on a tight schedule kind of thing. But just the fact that so many people who make up the Disney company and have been a part of its history are there live and in person is interesting. I've seen pictures of Joe D'Amaro, or Joe Dam, whatever the CEO's name is. I don't know. My cold is scrambling my brain. Josh D'Amaro walking out and about. So it's good to see. Yeah, I don't know if it's my brain or the sugar drink that's frying my brain that I can't remember Josh D'Amaro. So I have heard that the light up flooring effects here, which you can see this white line in front of me, are either being pulled out or maybe refurbished. I'm guessing probably pulled out. It was a great effect. I was here on the opening day or very close to it when I first saw it, and it was cool. It did not last very long. I guess water and people pounding down on lighting and electrics on electronics just didn't hold up super well. Richard, hello to you. So interesting update all around EPCOT are these new trash cans. Which might be a little hard to tell, but the top is solar. Something nice about the bottom is that it has a spot where you can put your foot and it opens up the door, so you don't have to touch the trash infected dirty door with your own hands. So kind of a nice upgrade, I would say. They look a little bulky, but it's kind of cool that they're solar powered. I think there is some sort of a compactor mechanism, if I've heard right, and maybe even a way for the trash cans to communicate on, hey, empty me. Heather, hello to you. Heather said she read their videos on how to use a trash can. Yeah, some people need instructions like that, I guess, but it is different, so interesting. Purple Love says, great upgrade for the trash cans. Bruce said trash cans are cool. Susan said nice. Very high tech. Who knew? Trash cans could be upgraded to become high tech, but it's true. Alice says cool. Thanks for the visit. Okay, the Goofy Core is still going on. Here's part of Cool Kids Summer. They got the AC pumping. Excuse me, but what I'm going to do is head over to Living with the Land to make sure that I can still get on to the attraction when hopefully the wait time is not too long. If anyone happens to have the My Disney Experience app nearby and open, and you can let me know the current wait time, as long as it's 5 or 10 minutes, we're still cool. Rudy, hello to you. Raymond, hello to you in Scotland. Thank you for being here. Mary Martin says, loves living with the land. Someone, I'm sorry the name went by too quickly, was asking about cruises, my plans for cruises. So thank you for asking. I meant to let everyone know, because next weekend, next Saturday, I will not be doing a live broadcast because I will be on a cruise. I'm doing a cruise this upcoming week, and then I'll be back for a week. And then the following week, I'm going on another one. And the one in 2 weeks is the Disney Treasure, which I've been looking forward to and paying on for many, many months. So can't wait to go. I hope to share some information, at least from the sail away party, and perhaps do some reels when I get home on all the exciting things to see and do. I'm especially looking forward to having an opportunity to compare one of the newer ships to the older ships. The Disney Fantasy has my heart. It's one of the first ones I went on, and I've just always loved the design and the look of it. And I know how to get around, usually. I still get turned around sometimes. So the Disney Treasure is going to be a new experience for me, a different sort of design aesthetic. But I can't wait to try it out. I cannot wait to try out the Haunted Mansion Parlor. So very much looking forward to it. So next Saturday, no live broadcast. The following week, probably so. All right, welcome to Living with the Land. More trash cans over to the right. With no solar sun soaking up abilities, given they're hidden by the shade. Marcy, hello to you. Soren's only 15 minutes. I have tried to do a broadcast there, and they're like, put your phone away. So I'm not going to break the Disney rules and end up in Disney jail. Jeff said 10 minutes. We can deal with that, I think. Magical Pixie Dust on YouTube. Hello to you and good morning. And Elizabeth, many bright ideas in the dark clouds. Melissa, thank you very much. Been looking forward to some time off of the real job for a long time. Francis, hello to you, and Mount Dora, not too far away. Bill, good morning.
Don't argue.
Garden Grill straight ahead. Looks like Chip and Dale are out greeting their guests. Mary Martin, thank you for the good wishes. Arlene is a big fan. Line doesn't look too bad, actually. I've certainly been in much longer ones. 10 minutes. I think we can make it. Hello. Janet said the movie Awesome Planet is really good. I agree with you. Michael says, is it time for a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club, Michael? It is. It's always a good time. It's never a bad time. And thank you for prompting what is a ceaseless stream, an erupting volcano of shameless plugs for the Pin of the Month Club. You win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting it. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Susan's a fan of the ride. Keith says loves the mural. You even got a print of it. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Greg Palmer says, yay, living with the land. Iona says, streaming on a big TV on YouTube. Thank you for doing that. Keith says, do not shop for cucumbers while on this ride. I agree with you on that. Phyllis says, living with the land is a favorite. It's fun. I like it. It's very edutainmental. It definitely has the old EPCOT feel to it, where there's an entertainment component and an education component to it. It's just a lot of fun. Steve, hello to you. Yeah, Susan says, no touchy the vegetables. I agree. 2. Rudy says, education and fun. Edutainment was the word I was trying to spit out, which was a word invented to describe the Disney concept of education and entertainment. Edutainment. Herblum says the behind the scenes tour is great. Inger, hello to you on the East Coast. James on YouTube says, hope you have a great time on the Disney cruise. Thank you so much. Very much looking forward to it. What? It won't be long now. Bruce says, enjoy the Pin of the Month Club. Thank you, Bruce. Todd says, thanks for bringing Disney World to our homes on Saturdays. My pleasure. Ted says, speaking of edutainment, do you remember the early days of computers in Communicore where there was a show called I.O.? I do remember that. The Studer Computer Review as well. Good stuff. The computers were new and fandangled. Jeffrey says, front row, close. Second row.
Remove seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography or using video lights until we reach the greenhouse.
Barbara says a great way to cool off. I agree.
Sit back, relax.
Thank you, Carol Ann.
Living with the land.
Por su seguridad, permanezca sentado con sus manos y brazos, pies y piernas dentro del
He
barco.
says fat seating. I agree with you.
A manera de recordatorio, no tomar foto con flash.
Raymond said, enjoy the cruise. Thank you so much.
Antes de llegar, caminar derecho.
Alicia says, thanks for streaming a favorite ride. Happy to do it. All right, I will be quiet now so that you and those around me can enjoy the attraction. We'll talk to you when we come out.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, the often surprising nature living with the land. But to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Extracting pressure. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich in productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert. But over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the efficient ways to grow food. We often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
We're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests.
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratories, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratory. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind-the-scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind-the-scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
Heather says, let us pray that the Wi-Fi holds up. I saw a few moments where the transmission was unstable, but hopefully it worked generally. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Someone said they remember when a cast member did the narration. I remember that as well. Michael, good luck on cutting the grass. Susan, you are welcome. Paul says, very educational, great to see you again. Chris, hello, good morning to you. Blue, good morning. Hi, Arlene. Dottie on YouTube, you are welcome. Thanks for watching. Phyllis says, loves the ride.
Please remain behind the yellow light until the boat comes to a complete stop. Welcome to Living with the Land. As you please gather all your personal belongings. Lower your head and watch your step as you exit.
And we made it. And the internet didn't completely die, which is good. Janet said, relaxing ride. Bill on YouTube, thank you for watching. Karen, a beautiful sunny day in South Carolina. Hope you're having a good one. We also have a very nice sunny day here in Florida, 85 degrees. On the way up to 92. Going to be a little toasty, but a good day. Robert said, I'm 10 degrees warmer than Gulfport. Keith says, now it's time for walking on the land. I like that. All right, I've got about 20 minutes, so I think we can water just a little bit in front of the Imagination Pavilion before we go in and take in the ride itself. Usually the internet will kill the broadcast unceremoniously. So we'll try to time it so that we kill it at the end of the hour. Robert says, how about a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club? Robert, I love the way you think. Thank you for prompting the next in a series of infinite shameless plugs. And because of that, you win the award, which is my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to have a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Brian says, misses the balloons going up and down. I hear you. Speaking of things that don't move anymore, another one of the huge and well-received notifications or announcements at D23 is that Thomas Maslam, who is the president of Disney Parks and Resorts, said that that the Yeti was going to get fixed in Disney's Animal Kingdom Expedition Everest. So Joe Rohde said the same thing many years ago. It didn't happen, but now it seems maybe there is the organizational will to make it happen. Certainly would be a lot of fun to see the Yeti back and in action. I think he only operated for a short period of time when the attraction first opened, and I'm not sure I ever saw it functionally. It was fun that D23, they brought out, I think her name was Gail Joyner, disco-era singer who performed I Will Survive as a way to pay honor to the Disco Yeti and his send-off. No news on timing. So exciting, fun attraction, generated a lot of positive buzz. We'll see how it comes to play. Hello, Carol Ann. Said she saw it, super cool. Gloria Gaynor, thank you, Barbie. Gloria Gaynor. I made up a brand new name of a disco star. A lot of big names at the D23 event, and beyond just Neil Patrick Harris. Sheryl Crow sang. A guy named Beck, who I think is famous, but sort of unknown to me, sang. Los Lobos sang. So it was fun. A lot of fun. Glenn Close made an appearance as Cruella. Gloria Gaynor, I need to remember that name. Melissa has a question with the new Indiana Jones ride. Sorry, it's too bright for me to see the message, but the basic announcement was the formal name of the Indiana Jones ride at Animal Kingdom had something with a jade serpent in it, which sounds interesting. And that Harrison Ford is going to be the model for the animatronic, which is also interesting. That attraction is now very much under construction. It's been shut down for a while, so will be fun to see when it opens. I think it will draw crowds for sure. When I was at a Disneyland park last week, I had a chance to go on the Indiana Jones attraction at Disneyland, and it was a lot of fun. I had been on it before, but like a whole different level of theming and storytelling than Dinosaur, which basically uses the same ride attraction vehicle and system. So looking forward to that. Sounds like a definite upgrade to me. Robert said, is the Hollywood Studios version of Indy going away? I see. I have not heard any announcement of that. So the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular at Hollywood Studios is a live stage performance, which has been going for many, many years. Still fills the theater and is a very popular show. So I don't know that it's going anywhere. Seems like we're getting more Indy, not less, with the addition of the new attraction at Animal Kingdom. Amy Beth says, loves EPCOT, looking forward to the new park updates. It's nice just to enjoy the outside here. Give my phone a moment to take a breather. We'll walk up here to the jumping fountains, and then we'll go into the Journey into Imagination with Figment. And one of these days it's going to be Journey into Imagination with Figment and Dreamfinder. I think the jumping water effect is not fully functional right now. It's to be partially functional or reprogrammed to not jump across the waterway here, or the walkway, excuse me. And I did see a moment ago that we had little pops of dancing water here, kind of fun. Some of them go straight up and some of them kind of go to the side and into the rocks. Very fun. Kate, I hope you have a good week as well. Susan said it was cute. Karen said, looked for a plush on past trips. I think that Disney is going to do what it can to make sure that plush opportunities abound. All right, let's head into the attraction. Journey into your imagination with Figment. They've tweaked the name several times. And my apologies when the broadcast likely drops unexpectedly. Journey into imagination with Figment. This is the version that dropped the your. All right, stand by. 5 minutes. Judy says, thanks for the stroll. Judy, you're welcome. Wow, the line is backed up much further than I would have anticipated. This is a long line for imagination. Christine says, thanks for a great stroll. You are welcome. Thank you for the well wishes for next weekend, as well as for the cruise. Janine, happy birthday to you. Karen, speaking to Robert, said she enjoyed it. Brian said we have 10:49. Judy, thanks for the nice comment. I look forward to the cruise very much. Susan, thank you as well. I'm surprised that the line is coming back this far. You can see the signs for the various sensory labs: touch, taste, sight, smell, sound. I'm wondering if the broadcast got disconnected because I'm not seeing any more comments. It may just be a zombie broadcast at this point, so I'll give it another minute. Okay, I think we're done for. All right, just in case the recording continues on, thank you everyone for joining me. Oh, now there's some comments. Okay. Kimberly said still going. Brian said no problems. Okay, thank you for that. He said everyone is being patient. Okay, good. Almost was ready to stop the broadcast, thinking it was no longer working, but glad that it is. So okay, we will march on. Topher says we're here, but a zombie broadcast would be a new concept to try. Sometimes when I'm tired of doing a broadcast, we might classify that as a zombie broadcast. Stalver, thank you so much. Looks like we are good on Facebook and on YouTube. Gail on YouTube, thanks for still watching. Suzanne, hello to you and good morning in New Orleans. Keith says, Mrs. Honey, I shrunk the Imagination Pavilion to bring Dreamfighter back. If they may do some reimagining in the rest of the pavilion, just outside of the ride itself. So right now you have the Pixar Film Festival, which does not pack in the crowds. So maybe they will take advantage of that space. Kimberly says, I think the wait time is longer than 5 minutes. I think you're right. Sandy says, what ship am I going on? So tomorrow I will be boarding the MSC Seashore out of Port Canaveral for a week, and then I'll be back for a week, and then I'll be going on the Disney Treasure. Pat says, Mrs. Captain EO. Janet said, we'd love to see Captain EO again. It was interesting when they brought that film back. I had a chance to see it, and yeah, it's still an amazing film, even after all these years. Love to hear if you remember or have memories of the different films that have been here in the Imagination Pavilion, including Captain EO, including the Making Memories films from way back when. If you stop and see the Pixar shorts that are playing now, love to hear what your experiences are, what you like the most. Karen says, bring Captain EO back. Linda, thank you for the well wishes. Tom says, long day's journey into imagination. Yeah, this feels like more than 5 minutes to me. To be honest, I'm kind of shocked. Maybe it was the big burst of lightning lane people. Dr. Nigel Channing, principal scientist, director of operations, head of laboratories, and manager of all of their stuff. Keith said, I'm going to lose my land legs. It's very possible. Janet says, has a plush animal of the keyboard player in Captain EO. Wow, that's cool. Brian says, taking pictures is making memories. I remember that. Thank you to the nice folks at Kodak. Sandy, 2 weeks of cruising. Have a wonderful time. Thank you so much. I've been patiently waiting for a long time. Ruth says, still have Fuzzball from Captain EO. Wow, I remember Fuzzball. Some copywriter really went into overtime creating the name of that character. Joe says, looking forward to Dreamfinder returning. We'll be okay after we scoot ahead a bit. Karen said, the broadcast is spinning. Alan says, the internet's getting wonky. Robert says, Captain EO is now Agent M. Inch by inch, step by step. Closer to the attraction, maybe further away from a stable internet connection. Karen says it's pixelated, maybe it's returning to pixie dust. Heather says, use your imagination. Mary Martin says the internet is going in and out. I remember ages ago when you could go to a kiosk in the Imagination Institute post-show and type in your newfangled email address and get an email back from this attraction with like a postcard sort of message. Kathy, thank you for being here. Robert said we just need one little spark. Maybe the fact that Disney has announced the Dreamfinder returned. People are excited to try this attraction again, even though that was just an announcement a week ago. And that's not going to be happening for a while. Linda says remembers that as well. Brian says, remember making dinner reservations with a live TV connection? Oh yeah. When you could speak to someone over the video phone in EPCOT. Imagine the technology behind that. Hey, row 7.
Fly over to row 6.
Okay. Doing the electric slide. He says, where is Wreck-It Ralph to fix the Wi-Fi?
To ensure your safe tour of our sensory labs, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside your tour trap. Keep a watchful eye on your children and, please don't let your imaginations run wild.
Once we start moving, I'll be quiet so you and everyone else can hear what's going on. I think the internet connection is still not great. Brian, we do have a good seat. I agree with you. All right, fingers crossed, internet might work. Thanks for hanging in there. Enjoy the attraction.
Welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Michael Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello, on your tour you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie-coochie-coo, and taste. Tastes like chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour. Our first stop is the sound lab. We'll begin by testing your hearing with a series of tones. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is odd. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Figment!
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here! All aboard! Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just the sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit it.
With F-I-G-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye.
Eyes and imagination must be captured and controlled.
Imagination works best when it's set free. Just turn your imagination loose and
Come in to play? I'd love to.
Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll. Woohoo! You win 1 cent.
Figment, don't! Oh, yes, that really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows.
What all whip can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. You're undefined what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose.
You know, I'm sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on?
Imagination really clowns around. That makes town tied up.
Now, here's a real open house. Come on in. So, who do you think? Is it me?
More than you can imagine.
Doc, it's exactly what I have. Imagination is the friend of the house.
Of course! Imagination, this is just turning your brain upside down. Come on, it's time to get back to the institute.
I know a shortcut.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. We all have sparks.
Imagination. That's how our minds create creations.
We set them free. And know what they can do. Those magic sparks from me and you.
You see, I knew you'd get it, because you've got a wonderful imagination.
I do. Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. With just that spark from me and you.
Of inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark. And now we invite you to set your imaginations free in the image books.
Hooray! Let's go play.
Of inspiration is at the heart.
All right, Tony said the signal held up pretty well. It's good to hear. Thanks for everyone for hanging in there with me. Thank you for joining me on another live broadcast here from the Walt Disney Resort on this sunny Saturday in August. I appreciate your being here. Thank you, as always, for all your comments and your likes and your shares, for following along on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all the different socials, as well as checking out worldofwalt.com. Special thank you to all of the Pit of the Month Club subscribers who joined. Hope that you all have a great upcoming week. We'll not see you next Saturday, but hopefully we'll the Saturday after. So until next time, God bless.